Hello everybody, welcome back to Switch with another Diablo Immortal video, and in today's video we're just going to talk a little bit about the new Paragon trees. So, about the Soldier and Mastermind. So, let's first just jump to the Soldier itself, and then I will also explain why I dumped already 13 points into the tree, which I'm not really activate. And for the most people, we can call this like the useless trees, those two, like the Mastermind and Soldier, but none of those trees are useless trees. So yeah, firstly I'm just going to read the Soldier and then Mastermind as well. So I'm going to put the camera somewhere around here, that'd be right. That should be fine. Okay, so on the Soldier tree, we're having the hold formation. So each party member within 15 yards reduce the damage you take by 2.5%. It's a specialization skill, which means the tree need to be activated. Once learned, activating the Soldier specialization will apply the skill bonus. Obviously it's good if you playing with the party. Each party member within 15 yards reduce the damage you take by 2.5%, but those both trees, they're just purely for the support players and usually for battlegrounds. Okay, just going to read another specialization, but basically I will just read through the specialization skills because as we know, the rest of the skills, which are the permanent skills, we can basically put them in any tree which we like to, and they're already activated, right? Because the permanent stats are basically going to our character permanently without the activating the tree, so that's why the reason behind I dump already the couple of points into the Mastermind, because we don't need to activate this tree to basically have the bonus from the permanent stats, and in this case it's potency and the armor penetration. But I just gonna jump back to the Soldier, and we're just going to read through the rest of the skills. Excuse me. So it's the first item. Whenever you drop below 15% life while party members are within 5 yards, you will gain first item, which is recovering 50% of your maximum life per second for 3 seconds. So another something which is like kind of like super useless, but although you might consider just at the end of the day when our characters are going to be maxed out, like Paragons 600, and then you might consider to just activate this tree for the sake of playing battlegrounds in the party, right? So one more time, whenever you drop below 15% life, you while party members are within 5 yards, you will gain first item, which is recovering 50% of your maximum life. So yeah, that's okay, but it's definitely you don't really want to use this when you're farming the gear, when you're farming on the open world or whatever dungeons. Then we have the combat veteran skill. Battle morale can now stack up to 8 times. So battle morale was the it's actually the skill below, so we're just going to read that in a minute. And the cooldown of first aid is reduced to 180 seconds. So the battle morale is each enemy player killed within 15 yards by one of your party members increase your damage by 3%, and this is actually great skill. Although there's just one good in this tree, so you don't really wanna, you know, max out this tree first in order, or whatever reset to in order to get this one. But this one is actually really good. Your damage by 3% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times, so it's actually 12% more damage for 10 seconds. So that's a huge boost. Each enemy player killed within 15 yards. Each enemy player killed. Okay, so it's on PvP. Enemy player killed. Sorry. Each enemy player killed within 15 yards by one of your party members. So it's also, so this tree is definitely for the support, for the PvP, for the support. And yeah, so that's a good thing for the support. And the last specialization skill is sacrifice, and that's definitely for the support. Your death grants 50% additional damage reduction to all party members within 15 yards for 6 seconds. Cannot occur more often than once every 60 seconds. So basically, it's nothing really. I don't really want to dwell. I don't want to waste your time, my time, to talk about this tree. This tree, in general, the soldier tree, it's useless tree if we're talking about any aspect on like farming open world, doing dungeons, and whatever. If we're talking purely if you want to activate this tree. Also, you need to actually dump some points to be able to activate this tree. So, definitely is going to be the last tree you want to go with. And you don't really need to activate to have the bonus from the permanent stats, permanent attributes, which is life, resistance, damage, armor, potency, and the armor penetration. So it's going to be a lot of stuff which actually boosting our characters in a good way, but it's definitely the last tree you want to go with. And right now we're just going to talk about the Mastermind, and I think it's like super extra great tree, despite the fact we are not really activating this. So usually I'm running on the open worlds like so, Treasure Hunter, and if I will jump soon to the half 4 difficulty on the beginning, I will be running with the Vanquisher just simply to have more extra DPS output to be able to kill those trash mobs. But in general, open world like so, dungeons and any other crap you wanna do, it's basically Vanquisher. Alrighty, so the Mastermind itself, really super amazing, great DPS output, and especially great tree for the Wizard and the Necromancer, just simply because we are having the extra points for potency, 5 to the potency. The rest characters don't really have. They don't really take in much of the benefit from the potency, right? But even if you're a demon hunter, you're supposed to look into that tree just simply because we're having 15 points to the armor penetration, which is the more critical damage, right? Because as we know, when we're going to the more attributes and we are having the armor penetration here, we can click it and then it says to us the armor penetration, and the end of the sentence we're having increasing your critical hit damage by 48%. So obviously when we're getting higher the score, we're getting much more the critical hit damage. So that's really great stuff. I'm just going to jump into the Mastermind again, and I'm just going to read all the activate skills, which kind of they are going to be, I believe so, better if I'm not mistaken though. So the first thing first, coordinate assault. All party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% increased skill damage while your party has members from 4 different classes. So definitely this tree, the Mastermind tree, is definitely for the not just random party members. It's more like you're already playing in some clan and then you can set up your team to be able to take the benefit from it, because the most or everything here is going to be just for the party members with the different character class. So yeah, basically you need to set up your team on the Discord or whatever, play with your friends. So one more time, coordination assault. All party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% increased skill damage while your party has members from 4 different classes. All party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% increased skill damage while your party has members. So this is just basically all your party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% increased skill damage. So basically it's just 3% increase. So it's not really huge deal. So the next thing, a mutual defense. All party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% additional damage reduction while your party has members from 4 different classes. So another like 3% reduced damage, 3% more damage. So it's not really like a huge boost to either of the defense or DPS, because on the soldier tree we had actually the damage. That was the one, bottom morale. Increase your damage by 3% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times, but it's basically just for 10 seconds when you kill the enemy. But basically that's the thing. So you can actually snowball on the PvP, and by killing, getting the extra damage, and you will get that damage just for 10 seconds, but in that 10 seconds you'll be able to kill another person, so it's going to reset to another 10 seconds, and basically you can stack this up to 4 times, which is 12% more damage. So that's massive on the PvP. This is just huge. This is like, it's going to be like, oh my god. Okay, we just need to jump to the Mastermind. So those two are kind of like, it's nothing really exciting. Then we have Covert Operation, increase your critical hit chance by 2.5%, 2.5. So this is actually really good for each different class present in your party, for each different class. So I believe so. It's going to be 10% of boosting your critical damage. So that's great stuff. That's huge thing. That's really amazing. Increase your critical hit chance by 2.5% for each different class present in your party. So definitely you might consider to use this one just simply to have 10% more damage, critical damage, which is like much higher than actually using the Vanquisher itself. And also you don't really need to get the stacks from the Vanquisher, you know, like for each monster you defeat, your attack speed increase, 10 times, and then for each monster you defeat, your damage done increase to 10 times for 6 seconds, which is actually 5% just. And we can actually, by using the Mastermind and activate the Mastermind, and when we actually get to the Covert Operations, which is going to be quite soon, hopefully, like so, well, maybe not quite soon. I mean, no, it's not quite soon. We need to dump 20 points to the damage. So as soon as we will get here, it's better on the open world farming with this, despite the fact even if your party is not going to be like a totally randomized party, which what I'm trying to say, the every class of your party is not going to be a different, but even if there's going to be just the other class, and it's going to be because there is no way like you'll be playing like 4 wizards in the party, right? So you will have 5% more critical hit damage, which is going to be overall already more damage than using the Vanquisher tree. So keep that in mind. And actually the Mastermind is freaking amazing tree, which you wanna eventually swap to that tree. Or even you might consider to reset already and just try to use this in your advantage and dump the points like so, just to get the Covert Operation, which is like really amazing. Spot on. Activate skill, and then those last skills is find a weakness while your party has members from 4 different classes. So again, just for a proper team with 4 different classes, your attacks have a 5% chance to make bosses vulnerable for 3 seconds. So damage taken by vulnerable targets is increased by 20%. Imagine that. So another, like, really, this tree is much more powerful than the Vanquisher, and you wanna definitely go with this tree and just dump the points as soon as possible. I already, as you can see, I already have 5 into the potency, 7 into armor pen, and we're just gonna crack on and to get to the point where it is the Covert Operation as soon as possible, and then we can obviously dump already to define the weakness. And the last thing, it's not really important at all, which is the superior coordination, radius of coordination, assault, and mutual defense, which is those two first, the coordination assault and the mutual defense. They're not really important at all. It's going to be increased to the 10 yards. So one more time, coordination assault, all party members within 5 yards of you gain plus extra few more damage, which is like not really, it's not really important, but still. And then we're having the mutual defense of party members within 5 yards of you gain 3% additional damage reduction. So basically that's the whole wrap up of the video. You want to keep that in mind. The Mastermind tree, it's really amazing tree, and you want to go with this, well, basically as soon as possible, if we're talking purely for the aspect of the grinding, the world, open world, and even doing the dungeons is going to be great. It's going to be much powerful than the Vanquisher itself, which actually, with that being said, I might just consider to reset that. Reset the Paragon skill points and just go with the Mastermind. And I will do that. So yeah, okie dokie. So that's it for now. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care. And bye for now. And remember, Mastermind tree. That's the key to your destiny. Okay, take care and bye for now.